Hi, friends. This is your pal Scott Garibay. Today we're going to talk about American culture, and we're going to talk about getting invited to the cookout. All right. So I follow a gentleman by the name of Justin Hunt, and he does rap commentary. And actually, he also goes by the Company Man. And he's an African American who does rap commentary, and I'm a big fan of his. Now, the reality is, I don't listen to much rap anymore. And it used to be a favorite genre of mine, but I don't really listen to it much anymore. And things change, right? So, what's interesting is I still listen to him, and the reason why is if you ain't noticed, there is no difference between Hollywood and the government now. They're both just organizations that are seeking power and seeking to leverage power in America, right? And so I listen to Justin Hunt because he talks about politics a lot. He actually explains political events. And the reason why is no one who does any commentary on anything even remotely connected to Hollywood, and there's a bunch of rappers in Hollywood, can escape politics, right? So I listen to Justin Hunt, and brilliant guy. I love his commentary. Pretty much does rap commentary. I still listen to him because I just think he's brilliant, and I like to remain connected to smart people, right? So, so what we're going to talk about today is a gentleman by the name of Torre. Now, I don't listen to Torre, but I've heard a few of the things he said, and I've gone over and seen a few of his videos, and the reason why is Justin Hunt will not shut up about Torre. Torre is his protege. He is Torre's protege. Justin Hunt loves Torre. And when he's talking, he's like, hey, Torre said this, Torre said that. Now, I'm this way with Grace Randolph. I'm an absolute disciple is too strong a word. Like, it's just a little too strong, but it's close. And I think Justin Hunt is like a disciple of Torre, right? So really interesting. So I go over to this one video of Torre's, and I get there through Justin Hunt, right? And Justin Hunt is talking to King Green, and these guys are talking about Andrew Schultz, right? Now, Andrew Schultz is a very funny comedian who is extremely edgy, and like most successful comedians today, really pushes the edge of speech, pushes the edge of talking about politics and culture, right? So I listened to Andrew Schultz a little bit. I think I go over and watch his videos every now and then, right? And Torre says, hey, Andrew Schultz is, you know what? Nobody invited that guy to the cookout, right? And the moment he said it, I was like, oh man, I know what he's saying, right? So Andrew Schultz, so here's the question, right? Andrew Schultz is a huge fan of African American culture, the culture, right? If you don't know what I mean by the culture, watch the movie You People. It talked a lot about the culture, and then people who want to be in the culture, right? And I'm one of these people. I want to be in the culture. I'm a sneakerhead. I really want, and also I still like old rap, right? I still like old rap. I can't know if I can't say that, right? Because I don't listen to I don't even listen to my old playlists. I don't listen to rap anymore. Hey, I went to see Pharrell's Lego movie. I'm interested in the culture, even today, right? And I would say that what I'm most interested in the culture today is sneakers, right? I love sneakers, and the culture understands sneakers better than anyone and drives that market more than anyone, in my humble opinion, okay? But when he said this about Andrew Schultz, he's like, you're trying to come into the cookout and you weren't invited, right? You're not part of the culture, right? But Andrew Schultz acts like he is. He's like, oh yeah, man, I'm down, And the moment Torre said this, I was like, that's it. That's the language, right? And I'm a proponent of language, and he said it, right? Like, what is the difference between a cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation, right? I really appreciate the culture and I want to be part of that culture, but I also know it's distinct, right? And so I know I am not of the culture, okay? But man, do I want to get invited to the cookout, right? And so and that's the language, right? Like, I know the cookout is happening, right? The culture has its cookout, it's happening, right? I know it, I can see it, I can see how awesome it is, right? But I know I'm on the outside of that, right? But the moment Torre said this, I was like, yeah, I agree. Andrew Schultz and Torre says he was never invited to the cookout, right? And I love this language so much, and it brings up these questions. Okay, he wasn't invited to the cookout. Who was? Who did the invite? And what do I need to do to get the invite to the cookout? Do you understand? How can I be brought into the culture? And how can I get invited to the cookout, right? Make me a plate. I don't know the answers to that, but I do know this is the frame. This is what everybody's trying to figure out. This is the thing. And Justin Hunt is brilliant, and I know why he follows Torre. This is beautiful language that perfectly explains for people like me who want to be invited to the cookout, want to be part of the culture. Who's authorized to invite? What do we have to do to get the invitation, right? And how do we know when we've overstayed our welcome? Torre, if you ever get a chance, or Justin Hunt, I would love to hear the answer to this question. Every single word you just heard in this video was my humble opinion. Absolutely nothing more and absolutely nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.